Hi, I'm Katie from What Katie Did, and today I'm revisiting our Demi Waspie corset. I designed this 3 or 4 years ago now, and as most of you probably know, I do wear, a proper steel bone corset every day. So although I tried this and wore it when we were developing it, I haven't actually worn it since. And if you've been following my videos for a while now, you know that over COVID, I haven't been wearing my corset as religiously as I have done in the past. And a few weeks ago, I thought I really need to get back into wearing it every day, but I really can't face wearing it at the weekends when I'm, out of my routine and doing lots of different things. So I thought I'll try our Demi Waspie corset and see how I get on. So this is how, me revisiting it and letting you know how I feel about it, 3 years on, and how I feel about wearing it more regularly. To tell you the truth, I don't see, waspies and waist cinchers as, proper corsets. Obviously, they're not proper corsets, and I don't see them in my mind as good. When I first put this one on, I did the laces and I completely closed them. I normally wear a size 12 clothing, and I wore a size UK 12, US 8 in the Demi Waspie simply because we didn't have UK 10, US 6 in stock, and I thought I'd go for the smaller size because I do waist train. But we had the UK 12, US 8, so I had that one, and I closed the laces completely at the back, and I thought, yeah, well, this feels okay, but it doesn't feel like it's doing anything major. But as the day went on, I felt it was just as supportive as a normal non-stretch corset, and it gives you that corseted feeling. Now, if you wear a corset every day and you suddenly you suddenly stop wearing a corset, you feel that something's wrong. It's like if you wear red lipstick every day and you catch yourself in a mirror or walking past a shop and you see your reflection and you're not wearing red lipstick and you think, oh, what's weird, and it doesn't quite, you don't actually get it in your head what's wrong immediately, but then you think, oh, it's because I'm not wearing my lipstick. And it's the same with corsets. You suddenly get that feeling of, oh, something's strange, and it's because you're not wearing your corset. But this one does give you that corseted feeling. It is comfortable enough to wear all day with, no breaking in or anything. What I like about it is if you find yourself sitting for a long period of time, if you wear a traditional non-stretch corset, it can get uncomfortable, and quite often in the afternoon I do find myself loosening my non-stretch corset. But with this one, because it's stretch and it has a bit of give, it's comfortable all through the day. So it's useful for if you're sitting, it might be if you're going on a long journey, if you're going to be in a car. It would be useful that if you want to wear a corset, but you also want to be comfortable, this is a great alternative. And of course, it does give you a really defined shape somewhere in between one of our powermesh waist cinchers and a full steel-boned corset. So the first thing I noticed when I put on my Demi Waspie corset after not trying it for a few years was that the laces are ridiculously long, and they are ridiculously long. I can't remember, I couldn't remember how ridiculously long they were, but they are crazy long. And the reason for this is because the garment goes over your head, and you need to be able to loosen the corset enough for it to go comfortably over your head. And I've been in a situation before where I've worn a buskless corset, and if the laces are too short, it really is a struggle, and ruining your day is probably an overstatement, but it is a pain to try and get in and pull it down. And so I wanted you to have enough room to actually get into the corset comfortably, and so I made the laces very, very long. And the idea with this is that you basically put it on comfortably, and then once you've worked out how much space you need to get it on, you can cut off the excess lace, and you can seal it by using a naked flame and just seal the ends, because this is synthetic, and that will mean that you can still thread through the eyelets easily, but it'll be comfortable for you to get into easily. So this is how long my crazy laces are. And what I do is, to make the laces invisible, is I have a little bow at the waist, like you normally do with a corset, and then I tuck the laces underneath around the bottom. So it might show a little bit on here because I'm working with a mannequin that, has no stretch, but when this goes against, living skin and flesh with a little bit of give, then it won't show. So this is what I do. In reality, what I should do is I should take my corset off and adjust the laces to the length I need them, but I'm too lazy to have that 20 minutes a day to actually do that. So what I've been doing is I just tuck the laces going around the bottom underneath, and that means you don't have to chop the laces off. It gives you a smooth line, and it's basically, it means you don't have any bumps at the back because you've just tucked the laces underneath. So you just have a little bow instead of all the excess lacing that you would have had otherwise. One question we get asked quite a lot is, do you need to wear a liner with your demi corset? And I'm afraid the answer is yes. While it might feel sexier to wear it without a liner, in reality, you do have to wear one. The first time I wore it after my break, I wore it with a liner and it was supremely comfortable, and that was it. I wore it the next day and I wore it without a liner simply because I was, dressing down and feeling a bit lazy. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll just put it on and it'll be fine. And I felt it really irritated me here, and it could have been the bra I was wearing. I have spoken about, what bra you need to wear with a corset before. So it might have been the bra I was wearing, but I think it's something to do with just the elastic top irritating me. And since then, I've always worn it with a liner, and it's always been very, very comfortable. So that is the one thing to watch out for. You might find the top irritating if you don't wear it with a liner. And when I talk about liners, basically it's a layer of cloth between the demi corset and you. And I just use little tank tops, little vest tops, which are available in any clothing store, and I just wear one of those, nothing special about it, and they do the job perfectly. Demi corsets and Demi Waspie corsets are sized by dress size, and this is because they stretch, so we can't give you a definite waist measurement like we do with corsets. And this tiny thing is a UK size 8, US size 4. So you can see how tiny it is. It is designed to stretch, and obviously because I'm pulling it like this, I can't actually pull it to stretch it, but it will stretch to fit when you're pulling the laces. We often get asked if you need to, take some inches off or go down a size when you wear waist cinchers or a Demi Waspie corset, and the answer is no. This tiny little thing will stretch, and it also means that the sizing is a bit more adaptable than it is with non-stretch corsets, because it does stretch to fit a wider range of figures. The actual construction is 2 layers of power mesh here, and there's actually 2 layers of 1-inch ribbon here. So the idea behind it is it will stretch to fit your body, but because there's a heavier two layers of elastic around the waist, it will pull the waist in more than the rest of the garment will. If you do have any questions about our corsets or shapewear, please get in touch. And in the meantime, take care, and I'll catch up with you soon.